So I actually had to hold off on recording for a couple of minutes because I sent this GIF. I spammed a bunch of my friends with this GIF of this mouth face. Hang on, I'll just pull it up on the screen. And one of my friends messaged me back and was like, what the actual... But anyways, folks, this is the second playthrough on the Fromark Industries channel, and this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and this is the second game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And this is the first zone in Sonic 2. This is Emerald Hill Zone, and this is the start of something awesome, because let me tell you what, folks, I've been waiting a really long time to do this on the channel. I've been really excited about this because I've had the footage recorded for a while now to be able to do the Sonic 2 playthrough. And although I wanted to start it off with one of my friends, scheduling conflicts are kind of a thing, and before you know it, there becomes a long gap in content on the channel, and maybe I can get them on here for one of the later parts, or include them in a later video, or get other guests on here, which I'm still hoping to do at some point, but for now I just wanted to kind of move this on. And oh yes, the thing about this game is when you get 50 rings and you reach a checkpoint, you end up in the special stage. And this is the first iteration of the half pipe, which is a commonly used special stage that you'll see kind of reused in later Sonic games like Sonic Rush and Sonic 4 Episode 2 and Sonic Heroes. And really, I think this is probably the best. Even if it's been kind of overused, I think this is the best special stage. I really couldn't stand the special stages in Sonic 1. So these are pretty neat, and you'll notice this is also the first game to include Sonic's sidekick Tails. And a lot of people do not like having Tails along for the special stages because he just kind of gets in the way and fucks up and takes a lot of rings from you. And that's kind of the common gripe I've noticed about this game. A lot of people are just like, yeah, fuck you, Tails. But no, this game's fucking awesome, folks. I can't say enough about it because I have a lot of fond memories with it, and I'm glad that I get to play it on the YouTube page for once. And actually, I wanted to point out that it's possible to get all 7. Yeah, there's 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game, whereas in Sonic 1 there were 6. But you can actually get all 7 of them in Emerald Hill. That's actually possible. That's not something I was good enough to do, so you'll see the jump cuts when I jump into the special rings and come back out in the level. I don't get all 7 emeralds until much later in the game. When I was recording this, I was having a hell of a time with it. I remember one thing one of my friends told me that I always thought was pretty cool. So at first I thought it was like some made-up Sonic fan character or something, but no, there's like a glitch where if you go into the debug mode in this game, which is like a thing you can cheat code your way into, and you can, it's kind of weird to describe, like if you're playing it on one of the consoles, if you like hit one of the jump buttons and you have that activated, it'll turn you into the item. And in Emerald Hill Zone, if you spam you can select the waterfalls as an item, and if you spam them, you'll eventually turn Sonic black and green. And I remember there was like some made-up fan character out of it or something, but I don't really know much about that stuff. There is a really cool fan hack of Sonic 2 though, called Sonic 2: The Lost Levels, that I really enjoy. It's made up of the lost levels, if you will, of Sonic 2. The zones that didn't make it into the final cut of the game. And one cool thing about this mobile version of Sonic 2 is I get to show off one of those zones that was actually finished and updated for the mobile version of this game. but the rest of them weren't, and the rest of them, well, they're all pretty well known amongst the community. My personal two favorite are Hidden Palace Zone and Wood Zone, but you also have stuff like Dust Hill Zone, a zone called Genocide City Zone, and a zone, I'm pretty sure it was another version of Genocide City called Cyber City, and there's all that exists of its concept art, and apparently it was going to be what eventually became the assets were reused for Metropolis Zone Act 3, which is the 8th zone in the game, and I think some of the art the concept art was somehow reworked into a zone in Sonic Spinball, which is a 1993 game that hopefully one day I can play on the channel. But anyway, I've already got the first 2 Chaos Emeralds, and really it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty easy to get all 7 of them, but I just didn't manage to because I was a little out of practice. And maybe that's something I need to do more when I'm recording footage for this channel. I need to go through and do a practice run or a couple of practice runs, and maybe it'll kind of brush me up, because even though I've played the shit out of this game, there's being a little rusty on it, I kind of forgot a lot of stuff. And even as I'm rambling right now, there's a lot of pretty cool memories and stuff that's coming back to me. And like I said, Sonic 2 it's a game that holds a special place in my heart. It's my 3rd favorite game in the Sonic franchise, behind Sonic CD and Sonic Advance 3. So really, for me, it doesn't get much better than this. And my first experiences with this game itself, I was about 8, and there was a kid named David who moved down the street from me at the time. And he happened to have a Sega Genesis, and he had Sonic 2 and 3. And that was actually my first experiences with both of those games. It wouldn't be until I got the the Sonic Mega Collection in 2007, that I would play Sonic 1, but so that was always kind of left to the imagination for me. But 2 and 3, I have similar stories with 2 and 3, actually. My first experiences with the games, I would go over and play them on that Sega, and I would never get further than Chemical Plant Zone in Sonic 2, which is the 2nd zone in this game, and in Sonic 3 I wouldn't get much further than Hydrocity. So both games, for some reason, I could never get past the 2nd zone. But anyways, I actually forgot how many emeralds I managed to get in this stretch in Emerald Hill, but it looks like I at least got the first 3.
I at least got the first 3 of these motherfuckers. Ha ha ha!
I don't know, I'm a little nervous, but not as nervous as I was in the Sonic 2 playthrough, or the Sonic 1 playthrough. I'm already an idiot. But yeah, I managed to get 3 Chaos Emeralds so far, and they're only in Emerald Hill Act 1. But yeah, this is pretty easy stuff, and also I wanted to point out that it's possible to beat Emerald Hill Act 1 in under 30 seconds, and I've done it before, and if you manage to do that, you get, I think, 50,000 bonus points at the end, but I can't remember if that's correct or not. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that I remember about. I flash forward a few years after my first experience with Sonic 2 to about 2009. Oh, and that's the end of Act 1, folks. But flash forward to 2009, and I had a friend, I would have been in 6th grade about this time, and I had a friend who told me what emulators were, and up to that point I'd never knew such a thing existed. And while, yes, I know that's stealing, yada yada yada, but no, I didn't know that at the time. That's one thing I never knew that technology could do, because growing up I was pretty limited to technology, though always fascinated by it. But I didn't learn until about that time that it was possible that you could play video games on computer like this. Like, I didn't know that you could play Super Nintendo games or Game Boy Advance games, and so it was a pretty neat concept to me. And when I was learning, I guess I just missed a chance to get it. Or no, do I actually? Oh yeah, I get it. Oh yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is the 4th special stage. But so around that time, I was learning about emulators, and my friend told me about a thing called Sonic 2 Beta, which turned out to be a bunch of leaked concept stuff from in an early build of Sonic 2. And I was always really fascinated by it because it has at least 2 of the scrapped concept zones from the making of this game. It had Wood Zone, Act 1 was accessible, but Act 2 you just fall to your death and there's like a blank background. But it also had Hidden Palace, which is the one that they included in the mobile version of this here, and I do manage to show that off later on. But I'm really glad that the people who did this remake or port or whatever, I'm really glad they included that, because Hidden Palace, I always thought it was pretty cool. I always thought it was kind of, I don't know, it used to make me kind of angry whenever there was the Hidden Palace zone that I would reach in Sonic and Knuckles, and knowing about the one that could have been in Sonic 2, I'm just like, ugh, this zone sucks! It sucks! But anyway, yes, this looks like, oh yeah, I did, and yes, that is the 4th Chaos Emerald, motherfuckers. And man, this part's flown a hell of a lot smoother than the last one. Which, yeah, I haven't really been doing a whole lot with the channel here lately, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit it. But a lot of that just comes down to where I'm currently at. See, I'm at a state where I'm trying to better myself and get back in shape. I've actually renewed a gym membership I've had for a couple of years. I've decided to renew it, and I've actually been utilizing it and using it. And on top of that, I've given up cigarettes and coffee, and I'm just like trying to live a whole fucking straight edge life well, I wouldn't say everything about me is completely like perfect and clean, but I'm not gonna get into everything I do. But yeah, Sonic 2 here, folks. We're actually getting kind of close to the end of it. Oh, is this... No, this is one where I go back to Emerald Hill Zone. Son of a bitch. If I remember right, that's the first one that I didn't get in this game. Oh yeah, if you stand on that platform, the one that I managed to fall back onto the ground, if you stand on it in a certain spot, you can actually fall through and end up in that little section down there. Now, I also wanted to point out, even though the mobile version of Sonic 1 has that little spin dash you see me use, even though it has that, the original didn't, and the original Sonic 2 was the first game to include that spin dash move. So really, Sonic 2 had a lot of firsts, and it revolutionized the series in a lot of ways. And like I said, you really can't get much better than this. The music, the graphics, everything just looks absolutely great. And it's just, son of a bitch. There's just another one that I didn't get. Son of a bitch! But anyways, we managed to make it to the boss of Emerald Hill Zone, and it is the reappearance of Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman as he's later known. But we'll go with Robotnik this time around, since this is Sonic 2, and I just fucking died, and died, and died. I forgot about that. I died a whole fucking lot there. I actually forgot about that, but editing is a wonderful thing, folks. I love being able to just edit out the bullshit. But anyway, let's try this again, as I think what I did was I just put all the deaths there together and just got them out of the fucking way. But anyways, yes, it's just like Sonic 1, you hit them 8 times, and just like that, that will do it here in Emerald Hill Zone, and it looks like that'll actually do it for Part 1 here too, folks. And that is the end of Part 1 of Zone 1 of the second playthrough on the channel of the second game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. But thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for Part 2.